The mainstream media has been the propaganda arm of the deep state since the JFK assassination and probably even before that. Fact: the deep state globalists know they can never disarm the American people and cannot do a military takeover since the military is on the side of the people, sworn to protect against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Fact: the mainstream media has been blowing smoke up the American asshole for decades and have been reporting fake news and doing fake voter polls since the JFK assassination. Fact: the deep state globalists know that the only way they can win is by controlling the news and the information people rely on and trust in order to make decisions about who to vote for. Fact: social media is the one variable that was either unanticipated or underestimated in 2016. This is why we started to see Stasi-style censorship right after Trump won, and never before that. Fact: there was an attempted coup of the U.S. government in 1933 that failed due to an unknown, never-taught in history class patriot by the name of General Smedley Butler. Fact: the coup that failed in 1933 succeeded in 1963 with the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Fact: the alleged coup against Trump is in reality two things. One, an effort to hide the fact that the JFK assassination was a coup, not the work of a lone nut job, or Oswald. And two, an attempt to maintain the 1963 coup by preventing all attempts to expose it for what it actually was. Fact: the majority of things that are marked classified are not classified for a reason of national security. In other words, to protect our soldiers, troop movements, critical intelligence or identities of spies or agents, secret technology or nuclear launch codes, things that, if disclosed, would be a clear and present danger to the country. Instead, the deep state has used the classification protocols to keep the evidence of their traitorous activities from the eyes of the law and the American people, who would demand their execution as traitors. Fact: the majority of U.S. presidents of the last 60 years or more have been members of the secret society known as Skull and Bones. Fact: British royalty are mostly inbred and related to Vlad the Impaler, otherwise known as Count Dracula. Speculation: Princess Diana was murdered on the orders of the crown because she was invited to participate in the satanic ritual abuse of a child and threatened to expose the pedivore queen. Fact: what can only be described as a snuff video starring the frazzled rat and Huma Abedin, allegedly filmed by John Podesta, was found in a folder named Insurance Policy on the Peter Tweeder's laptop. New York Police Department, who discovered this, threatened to release it, but that never happened. The video was so horrific that veteran SVU detectives were traumatized. The video was leaked and wound up on the dark web and named Frazzled Rip, allegedly uploaded by Peter Dalglish, whom was arrested in Nepal by CIA agents sent explicitly to arrest him. Anons outside of U.S. jurisdiction have copies of this video. Fact: the existence of the video and the vicious, disgusting nature of its content was confirmed to me personally via encrypted conversation by a source who must remain unidentified for fear of losing his job with the New York Police Department and to keep from being Arkancided. Fact: the mainstream media, being co-conspirators in the cover-up of the JFK assassination coup d'etat, are terrified that investigations into DNC crimes will inevitably lead to the discovery of their role in the in-your-face overthrow of the government on November 22, 1963. There is no statute of limitation on murder or treason. Being knowing participants in the crime itself or in the cover-up carries the death penalty. Fact: the deep state foments wars only in countries where the natural resources of that country, oil and rare minerals, or where there are drugs that can be exported. Military planes and ships are not subject to customs searches, and the chaos of war provides many orphans or displaced young children who nobody knows exists and are easily smuggled out to feed the child sex market and ultimately to the pedivores. I guarantee you that if Afghanistan's major farm crop was broccoli, we would never go anywhere near that country. Fact: the profits from war supplies pales in comparison to the trafficking of children and drugs. A bag of heroin can be sold once for a lucrative profit. A child's body can be sold hundreds of times for even larger sums. When you control law enforcement, you can literally get away with murder, and worse than even that. The preceding facts are only some of the reasons why the mainstream media and those in Pedowood hate Donald Trump and are calling for the impeachment of the greatest president in U.S. history. They are scared to death that when the country finally wraps its collective brain around these facts, they will be dragged through the streets like the Italians did to Mussolini. This is Dave from Whirlwind Revolt, Net4 Truth USA. Tony and I want to say thank you very much to two very special people. You know who you are. God bless you. Godspeed. Thank all of you for watching this video and sharing it among your social media friends. Peace and Godspeed. Please subscribe to our backup channels, Whirlwind Revolt, Inglorious Patriots, and Net4 Truth USA 2 Patriot channel. You can also find us at Net4 Truth USA on BitChute. We fly so close to the target, we're on our 4th fighter jet. We will be relentless truth seekers until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description, but for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/Net4Truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.